I've been using Matcher for several years now, and it has a lot of really interesting features. The most recent feature that we've incorporated into our lab is the insights and reporting. This feature will give you lots of graphs and reports that you can print out with your KPIs and put them into your quarterly reports. We look at the rate of mismatches that occur or the number of overrides. And you can look by technician and what type of override, why that it occurred. And in fact, recently we used this feature of overrides to better improve our system because there was one feature that was it was override every time. And so then we were able to change and improve our processes so that we could eliminate that. We use the lot tracking feature, and it's really useful whenever we receive items. We can record them, scan them in, bring them into our inventory, and then when they're going to be used in the lab, we will scan that item, start the lot, and it then will automatically close out the previous lot from that item. And then there's no longer any tracking of that item, extra reporting, extra paperwork. We don't write down the individual lots on the patient paperwork. It will automatically attach that lot of that item to that patient. So if there's any question or anything that you need to investigate, you can go back to that item and you can provide a list of patients that were exposed to that specific item if there were an issue. It's really, really useful. Our team loves it. You can use the handheld, the pocket matcher, to scan and start the item right whenever you're making dishes. It's really, really, really easy, very useful in our workflow. Matcher works quite well in a very small laboratory. We have two small labs at two different locations, and there are times on the weekends where there is just a single embryologist that's present. And this takes the ease away of being able to still double witness, provide tracking across the patient all through their cycle from beginning to end. And so you still have the ability of having a double witness by having the process. Now I say this, but we also have quite large laboratories in our network that also use this. So it's very scalable. You can add or take away, you can modify the matcher system to your specific laboratory. An interesting new feature with Matcher, with the non-Matcher barcodes, being able to scan barcodes that are not within the Matcher system is going to really revolutionize your entire laboratory. You're able to scan not only products, but also possibly barcodes from a genetics company. And so if you're performing a biopsy and using a biopsy kit for a different company, you can incorporate that barcode into that patient's chart. It will then be attached to that patient from then moving forward. So all of these non-matcher barcodes would then be brought into the system, and it then opens up the door to utilize many other systems such as time lapse or any other barcodes that are present on items can then be incorporated into the patient's file.